Sunblaze is a charming looking but brutal platformer set in a superhero training simulation gone wrong. You play as Josie, a girl who just wants to follow in her dad's footsteps to become a superhero as well. And even though her dad is retired, he still has an active superhero training simulation where she can play around and practice in. All is just fun and games, until the simulation goes rogue suddenly. Now Josie is trapped, and she has to figure out how to escape this challenging simulation full of traps and deadly spikes. After finishing this game, you do feel like a superhero, I can tell you that much. The story or the narrative was pretty fun, and the dialogue gave me a chuckle sometimes, but the gameplay was the developer's focal point without a doubt. Just like Celeste and Lumion, the difficulty level can really dishearten you, but overcoming these insane challenges and puzzles is so satisfying. The level design is really creative and well put together, and I love how flawless the transition to the next level is. This way the gameplay never slows down, and I really appreciate that. A few examples of obstacles you will face are falling platforms or platforms that will crush you, exploding TNT boxes, moving lasers, waterfalls that will kill you when you are this tiny flame, and saw blades that will shred you to pieces. The level design is challenging but fair, and it has just enough variety in obstacles to not become tedious. Like always when I play precision platformers, I have cursed or said some bad words a lot, but I do love me some challenging gameplay from time to time. The basic abilities like double jump and your dash are a bit heavier than you would expect, but you get used to it pretty quickly. The gameplay is a lot of trial and error, and this is really noticeable during boss fights. There aren't that many, but especially the final boss asks a lot of memorization and the mastery of your abilities of you. Just figuring out how to deal damage to them is already a challenge, so beware of that. There are also some neat tricks that feel like cheating, but the developer deliberately added this to the game, like the ability to grab a ledge of a platform full of spikes, or giving yourself a ride while holding the ledge of a moving platform. But if you want an easier time, you have the option to enable infinite jumping or even invincibility when you pause the game. I really don't like this addition, but it does make this game more accessible to everyone. And if you are a completionist, you can collect these data cubes that will unlock hard mode of the chapter you've just completed. So in general, Sunblaze is another solid precision platformer that managed to charm me with its fun presentation. I wasn't the biggest fan of the music, because it becomes really still really quickly. But the rest is really solid in my opinion. The challenging level and puzzle design will make sure you will keep dying over and over again. But this is mandatory in this genre. Once again, there are options to make it less challenging, so don't let the difficulty dishearten you. I highly recommend Sunblaze if you like these kind of games, and you don't mind a challenging experience. I really think it's a solid addition to the precision platformer genre, and I'm thankful I was introduced to this overlooked gem. So be ready to die a lot in this superhero training simulation gone rogue, but if you are able to escape this well executed nightmare, you are a superhero in my book.